Welcome back to Tack and the Power of Juju. I'm Trevor. This is Tack. Jesse's here too, I guess. That was him. That's what you know. So, this is full blind. I don't know what I'm doing, if you haven't been able to tell, because seriously, whoa! These little imps, man. No.
Why? What was you said you have a favorite rental game?
Oh, I easily have a favorite rental game. Get off of me, you little monsters! They're not even that dangerous. They're just like, they swarm you. They're like Zerglings.
No, if they were Zerglings, they'd be safe in time.
Yeah, they would be like twice my size. And apparently adorable, according to women. I see there are jellyfish in the water. I'm assuming that's what kills me if I step in it. Easy answer. My favorite rental? Goes to my boy, Ty, the Tasmanian Tiger, too.
Oh, yeah?
I played the shit out of that game over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I would play it on, like, I would play it and do a Let's Play of it. And if you guys want to see that, let us know. But the only reason... Oh, good. I'm glad. I really thought I was off on, like, a tangent. I didn't feel like I was doing this right. The only reason... Wow, you're really going off on these things. Is because... The thing about... Am I dead? Oh. Are we sure?
Now you are.
The only reason I don't do that is because a large portion of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, because it's open world, is a lot of optional stuff for your own enjoyment. And the stuff in Ty the Tasmanian Tiger too, like the open world stuff in Ty is really fun, but I don't think it's fun to watch. I don't feel like you would want to watch me collecting opals to get new sweet power-ups and stuff. It just doesn't seem like something that like anyone needs to actually watch me do. I think I have the download on this guy now. Go ahead.
What?
Ah,
Go ahead.
whoa! What was your rental?
Oh, no, I didn't have a rental because I couldn't rent anything that I wanted. So whenever I go to my dad's, I would rent. I'd go to the N64 section. Oh, well, I have a cutscene. No?
Sorry, what was that?
I would go to the rental place, and the first place I'd be like, okay, I'm going to rent Ocarina of Time. No, you're not.
Why?
It's been rented.
Oh.
Okay, well, where's...
I thought your dad was like, no, that is too violent.
No,
I was like, what?
No, it just wasn't rented. And it's like, okay, well, where's Majora's Mask? It's already rented. Alright, well, GoldenEye. Nope.
No.
Gone. Star Fox. Nope. Gone. And then I sigh, and then I look. Mario 64. There it is. And then I would play up to Hazy Maze Cave every single time, over and over and over, every single weekend. I never rented any of those games that I said once.
Oh,
because they were always gone. Right?
Yeah.
The only time I really got to play GoldenEye was when my cousin rented it for Christmas once. I was shocked when he came back. And I was like, how did you guys find this place that's not rented for Christmas holidays? But other than that...
What magic did you provide?
That's the part of the reason why I never really liked Mario 64 much as a kid. As I did, but I didn't like it. But the reason for that is because I had to play it so often and I could never finish it. I could only get to like halfway through.
Yeah.
And then and I never got to actually rent what I wanted, so that was my issue. Other than that, I was very insistent on renting Buster Buzz Luke's for the Super Nintendo, despite the fact that we already own the game at home.
Young Jesse,
and
like,
for the
you know
GameCube
what's
and Xbox,
Buster Buzz Loose, and your dad's like shaking his head like, oh, my son.
For the Xbox and GameCube, I remember renting a lot of Nightfire, Agent Under Fire, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, and I only had Underground.
I used to hate it when my friends used to rent Tony Hawk Pro Skater. We always had fun. You need an Amulet of the Champion to activate this. Okay, don't have that. Did these rocks just fart out chickens? They have chicken generators in this city? It's like Lisa's giant tomato. It's gonna solve world hunger.
No, I rented like Vice City and stuff like that.
You got to rent Vice City? I remember when I bought my
I have
first...
a story for that one if you want. I probably told you this story before, but go ahead.
I was gonna say I remember my first R-rated video game purchases. I was 15. I went to EB Games and I did like a massive trade-in. It wasn't called... Oh, yeah, it was EB Games because now they're calling it GameStop. I don't think I can go in here. Anyway, so I went to EB Games. and I downloaded. I traded in, like, I think there was this deal, and it was if you trade in 5 games that had the value of $5 or more, they'd give you $100 store credit. And my buddy had 5 games. No, it was 10 games. You had to trade in 10 games to get $100 store credit. It was a promo. And between me and my buddy, we easily had what we needed, you know? Like, we easily had the 10 games required. So, we went in and we traded in our 10 games. Heaven knows what they were. I'm sure they were more valuable than now than they were at the time, but whatever. So I traded in these games, and I bought 4 games. I remember this because we both had to, like, select which games we wanted to buy, right? I bought Jack 2, Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. Man, what a sick set of games. Jack 2, Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, Vice City, and 13. Like the comic book first-person shooter 13 that just got remade and is apparently atrocious. My friend had really terrible taste in video games. He got, like, not good games, but, like, anyway. So we got our games. I was pretty jazzed to buy it. I think I have to use him to... Get off of me, you little weasel! I think I have to use him. Yeah, I need that. But that was my first... I remember being, like... I was like, yeah, I got all these games. I'm really pumped about it. Like, I'm gonna go home and play these video games. I'm really excited. And I just remember being like... I just realized... What if this dude doesn't let me buy them? Because I had Vice City and Devil May Cry, which are both rated M. And I was definitely not of age. I remember at that point I had such... I didn't have a swollen ego, but I remember being like, wow, I can do whatever I want. And then I remember this so well, because then after I played Vice City, I was addicted to the Grand Theft Auto formula. And San Andreas was already out, right? Yeah, San Andreas was already out, so I was gonna play San Andreas. And then I went to Walmart, and they had a deal, and it was $29 for San Andreas. And I remember being like, sick deal, because I had $30. And I went to go buy... Wow, stun lock me, bro!
You have the nice percent.
I can't move.
Fine. You're not nice.
I can't move. I can't move. I'm getting 3D platformered, bro.
Yeah, this is why this genre has not really survived, just because of, like, stuff like that where you just kind of get cornered on the camera and there's nothing you can do about it.
So anyway, I go into this Walmart and I'm super pumped, right? Super pumped. Wait, let's just see if she tells me I'm done.
That's it.
Tell me I'm done.
You have the plants. Let's get back
Sweet.
to Bulbous hut. He's gonna need these.
Alright, rad. Well, I guess we're done. Get off of me,
Okay,
you weasels!
maybe it's just the first part of the game.
And maybe. So,
Get that.
I kill these weasels first. So anyway, launch me, bro! So anyway, I finish, I'm feeling myself, so I go to this Walmart, and I go to buy San Andreas. And San Andreas, if you guys remember when it came, I don't know if you guys remember this, maybe I'm getting a bit too old now, but San Andreas, when it came out, was the game of controversy, all because of the hot coffee mod.
Because there's a mod that's actually inaccessible without hard modding your consoles.
Yeah, so literally it's something you would
cannot
never
access
see.
it.
You would never see this.
A kid will never see it because
Yeah.
they would have to like solder in like an actual mod to your
There was
PS2.
literally no way anyone would ever come across this normally. Anyway, so there was this huge controversy, and they said there is sex in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So let's be clear, there was sex in Vice City and 3 as well.
Well, no, but there was an actual sex.
You could actually get a sex scene that never actually made it into the final cut of San Andreas, where CJ would bang whatever girl you maxed
Which
out
is
the
funny because God of
relationship
War
on.
had that.
Yeah, God of War had
Although
this.
they panned the camera away, so it's different.
It's a bit funny. So anyway, we end up with this big controversy. So I'm feeling myself. I've already bought tons of mature games at this point, and I get to the counter. I think I'm 16 maybe, so I'm pretty close to that age when I'm allowed to buy video games.
Jeez, I played that game a lot sooner.
Maybe no, I was 15. I was 15
I was like,
because
I
I was still in
I was like
Saskatoon.
13 and 14.
I was still living in Saskatoon. So I'm 15, and I go up to the counter, and this guy is like, "I need ID." And I was like, I don't have ID on me. And he's like, well, then I can't sell you Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, dude. Like, I can't just sell you. Like, I think he was very aware. Like, I think he was still like, okay, you're definitely, a minor. and I'm not supposed to sell this to you. I'm sure it's like...
If the game was 18 plus, they wouldn't be able to sell it, period, but...
let's be clear, I'm sure his boss was around or something, you know. I don't think it was that big a deal, but I'm sure his boss was probably
Walmart doesn't sell
around.
18 plus games.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So he was probably just doing his job, and that's totally fine. And I remember I had to go to my sister, my middle sister, Galen, and I said, Galen, I need your help with something. She goes, why? I need you to help me buy a video game. And she just pauses. Because never in my life have I ever had to ask my sister for anything, let alone this. And she just looks at me and goes, why? And I'm like, because it has to be, you have to be 17 and older to buy this game. And what is it, the guy wants some ID. Can you help me? And then she's at the counter, and I remember I'm in front of this dude at Walmart, and he has to give me the super embarrassing, like, my sister gives me this super embarrassing lecture in front of this Walmart employee. And she's like, why? What's in this game? And I was like, it's violent. And that is pretty much it. And so there's nothing else in the game
there's not really any nudity in San Andreas?
No, there's drug culture, lots of swearing. Let's be clear, it's also like heavy gang motif, right? It's all gang violence. It's pretty intense. I'm not gonna be the guy who doesn't say San Andreas isn't pretty intense. There's a lot of really intense stuff in that game. Like a lot of stuff that no 15-year-old should probably be subjected to. I'll agree with that. I'm a hypocrite.
You say that now,
I'm a hypocrite because I played it.
Everyone who's over 18 always loves to pull the, no, kids should not be playing these games. And I'm like, you were? Yeah, but that's different. Sure it is.
I'm a hypocrite. I played these games. But I get why you shouldn't be playing this. If you can't, I will also start by saying, if you are incapable of separating the world of your video game from the real world...
That's like 99% of the people, though. I mean, who can do that?
But this is my point. If you can't separate your video games from the real world, and you feel the need to go participate in gang violence...
That's got nothing to do with the game, though.
Absolutely not.
That's just a terrible person.
I'm just saying, that's on you. Don't blame San Andreas. So, I think I'm going to the shrine. I don't know where I'm going. I'm lost. He said I got the things.
But yeah, like,
so
right.
hold on. My sister, I had to explain to my sister in this really embarrassing way, so she would buy me a video game that I already had essentially a different version of at home, and that was the only time that's ever happened. I've never had to boot or like get someone to boot for me to buy me anything in my life, but that was when it happened. I did have my friend's mom once turn him down for a video game once, and it was pretty benign too. It was like one of those, like, let's just use 13 as the example because it's, you know, on my brain currently, but it was like something pretty mellow. Like, it was a first-person shooter, but it would have been like super cartoony, like Time Splitters or something. And they were like, no. And his mom would not buy him Time Splitters, like, for any reason ever. Like, she was like...
That's only rated T for teen, dude.
I'm just giving an example.
I know, but still.
I don't know if it was exactly Time Splitters. I'm gonna die doing this. I fully accepted I had no control. Where are we going?
I think you're supposed to go see the village elder.
Yeah, but where is he?
In your village somewhere.
Doesn't help me. I need Navi back to just literally tell me where to go. Maybe that... Does that look like his hut? Is that a hut? Going over this hut. There's a chicken coop out here. Is this your hut? Let me in. Is this what you want? Just outside smashing pots? I'm here! Alright, well that doesn't... I guess that's not it. I'm very lost. Maybe that's it over there. I don't know. I don't have a great understanding of how their village is structured. But like I said, I will never be the one to be like, you shouldn't go play video games if you're not this age. Because I played video games when I was too young. But just be responsible. I mean, our audience is significantly younger than we are, too. Be responsible. If you're not the kind of person who can handle that sort of thing, then don't play that sort of thing. There, I said it. You know who you are, you little League of Legends trollops.
Yeah, but some of those people are like 30-year-olds.
Yeah, that's actually true.
But at the same time, like for me, it's so funny. I had to point this out. So, yes, I could rent Vice City and whatnot. I used to play Vice City when I was 11. My mom didn't care. They knew what the games were. My dad bought me San Andreas. In fact, because of the controversy, my dad bought me San Andreas, because he was like, they're pulling these games off the shelf, so I ran and grabbed one for you, so you could get, like, maybe your hands on a rare game one day.
Are you serious?
And he just came home with San Andreas, and I'm like,
dope!
yes!
Maybe the coolest dad move of all time. Yo, I bought you San Andreas. Yes.
Because I've rented San Andreas before
Lower
with my
Tree
friends.
Village? Does that sound right?
Maybe, yeah. I rented San Andreas before with my friends, and we played a lot of it, so I loved that game, and I was like, oh my god. Anyway, so...
I'd be so jazzed.
I used to rent Vice City all the time, but I was at the movie, the Blockbuster, the same one that we used to go to. And I was like, okay. Oh, they have Playboy the Mansion for the Xbox.
Oh, yeah, I remember this story.
And I was like,
yeah.
alright, I'm gonna rent Playboy the Mansion. And she's like, no. And I'm like, no? Why not? No, you can't. That's not appropriate for you. Okay, well, I'm gonna rent. I specifically grabbed. Alright.
I have the herbs and spices, Jaboba. How's Locke doing?
I have the Playboy, Jabolva.
The
Oh.
mighty warrior has been mindlessly eating grass and leaving little pellets all over the floor of my hut. So I
They
guess
like their
he's doing
poo
okay
jokes.
for a sheep. You did well, Tak. Now I can perform the transformation spell and bring him back. Oh. But this is not Locke. It's Tobar, Locke's squire.
At least your transformation spell worked. Tobar, can you tell us what happened to Locke? Jaboba? You sure you did that spell right?
Of
Jaboba's
course
so
I
done.
did. You mean it wasn't always like this? Tak, you must go to the tree village and find their shaman. If he has been turned into a sheep, you must fetch his spirit rattle. We will need it. Take this charm. It will allow you to enter the shaman's tree. While you're gone, I will find out where Locke is.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Oh, and Tak, if the shaman has been turned into a sheep, and he has any nice shamanic jewelry you think would look good on me...
Oh.
Never mind, go on!
Rob him blind, kid. Steal everything that isn't nailed down. Anyway, Playboy the Mansion.
Playboy the Mansion. Yeah, I wanted to rent that. My mom was like, no, it's not appropriate. So I specifically, on purpose, went and grabbed Vice City, right?
Smooth.
Because I was like, alright, can I rent this? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, hold on a minute, Mom.
You corrected your mom
Yeah,
after
I
she
was
was
like,
cool enough to do this for you?
Yeah, and I was like,
Wait, hold on.
Just reach out and take that. It's pathetic.
Let me show him how wrong he is, Tlayla. Needle says he thinks he can take him on all by himself. Needle says he can take me on too. Well, come at it, little man.
Please fight. Yes.
All right, where you at?
It's about to go beyond.
Oh, that is...
Enough! Pins, needles, you will both stop Tak together. Oh dear. Afterwards, you can fight as much as you like.
Am I in my boss fight right now? I think I am. Ah! Oh, I'm actually playing!
Looks so good.
Is this just a snowball fight? I think it's just a snowball fight.
One more hit and your head will be history.
what?
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Your head's gonna come off?
I don't know, I'm just beating him with my stick. How do I... Hadouken!
Your head is huge.
Okay, am I dead? Oh. Oh, alright, okay. I guess it's just it's a snowball fight. Is my fairy back yet? Because I really would have saved a whole episodes of wandering around if she was just around.
No, anyway, so I rented Vice City. Alright, I told him, I was like, Vice City, this game is full of, like, you know, nudity and drugs and hardcore violence, like you murder cops and you're a bad person. You steal things and you kill people and it's very violent. She's like, I'm aware, I know what Grand Theft Auto is. And I'm like, but you're fine with that. Yeah, well, it's just a game.
Wow,
So-
that is a really cool thing for Mom to say.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, what about Playboy the Mansion? No, that's different. That's not appropriate.
To be fair, I get what your mom is saying.
People in the Europe don't understand this in North America is where sex is very bad over here, but violence is fine. Where it's the opposite in Europe.
Yeah.
In Europe, your parents would have rented you Playboy the Mansion over Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of culture. You think the sex is worse, but it's really not.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because I went and told my dad about this,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "Oh, you wanted to rent Playboy the Mansion, which your mom wouldn't let you?" Yeah, it's okay. He's like, "I got you," and then he rented me
Oh
Playboy
my
the
gosh.
Mansion.
By the way, wait,
Turns out-
Wait. So, sorry, I beat the 2 in the snowball fight, and I got the spirit rattle immediately. I don't have to do a level for this.
I bet you Bobo will
It's literally a rattle.
I'll take you to him now.
Is this it's a new weapon. It's legit just a new weapon, I guess.
I've got the
Wow,
spirit
that was
rattle.
fast.
It was really hard to get. I had to. Oh, gross. Is that Locke?
The
Look how
mighty
it's
warrior himself. He's a quarter of an inch thick. He's a Poopanuno people's pancake.
Is he gonna be okay?
No, he is going to be the opposite of okay. Locke
No,
has
stupid,
moved on
he's
to
dead.
The spirit world.
But
Well, don't
that's
stare
not in the
on him.
prophecy.
I know. I am very
That face
confused.
is too much.
Prophecy warned us that our
Get it
people
off.
would be turned into sheep by the evil Juju of Tlaylock. The prophecy also told us a mighty warrior would save the Poopanuno people. But when Locke tried to calm them down, they crushed him like a bug.
Well, can we uncrush him or something?
Bring Locke back from the dead? It's very difficult.
Well, I'll do it.
Only a mighty warrior can do that.
We don't have a mighty warrior.
Can we just get around the obvious here?
The spirit rattle will grant you Juju vision. You will be able to see the tikis and the magic yorbles throughout the world. You will have to put the tikis into the shrines to call upon Juju spirits for help. They may not want to, but if you call upon them, they must help you.
How will I find Locke?
You will need to open an entrance into the spirit world.
How far do
Once
you think we're into this?
inside, you will be able to fetch Locke's spirit. And you must also collect 100 magic yorbles to make the resurrection spell work.
100 magic yorbles?
Yes, don't complain. When I was a young man, it used to take 10,000 magic yorbles to do a resurrection spell.
Lucky me. Now if I only knew what a yorble was.
Doesn't tell you.
Yeah, just go get the Yorbles. The what?
But anyways, yeah, so my dad rented Play the Mansion for me. For the record, anyone who's curious, it's not that great. It's kind of like The Sims, but it's more like a business simulator. And there's no actual nudity other than topless women. That's the nudity. So, honestly, it's not the greatest. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's kind of an interesting... It's a
Hold on,
game
hold on.
A magical weapon. Whoever possesses the spirit rattle is granted Juju vision. Now you can spot things in the world no ordinary person can see, like tikis to summon great Jujus.
So go back to those tikis with the glowing spots.
Yeah.
Anyways, the game is... It's an interesting game. I don't think it would exist nowadays.
Do you see it, Tech?
You say I could talk a lot during this. It's really hard.
I'm sorry, dude. You're right. Like when I'm just walking around, like nothing happens, and then suddenly they're like, I have lots to say.
Anyways, yeah. So the game is, it's an interesting game. I don't think it would be made today, so it's kind of an interesting like.
A yorble. We need to get a bunch
That's
of
what
these
it
for
looks like.
Jaboba.
To collect 100 of these bad mamma jammas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they so it's an interesting game. It's not the best. I wouldn't recommend it. It's like a business simulator. You have to like take photos of the girls in outfits and poses, and then post them on the cover of magazines, and have people like hire people to like edit it and like write articles for you and stuff, and sell
I
your
gotta tell
magazines
you,
and
it
make
sounds
money
like
so you
you're-
can hire more people and stuff like that.
Sounds kind of like you were just playing a. How would I describe
It's a
this?
business simulator.
Exactly. Yes.
That's really what the game is, and you just so happen that you can have sex with all the playmates.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
But there's no nudity, so like other than topless women, that's it.
Like other than the topless taut chicks, there's no.
I mean, hot chicks, 3D models from the Xbox era. I guess they were fine.
I was gonna say you can't argue that.
But
the
it's kind of like, it kind of reminded me of The Sims if it was more hardcore-ish, but like a different type.
I wonder how hard these.
So
Yorbles
if
are
you're
getting.
super curious, there's a PC version, which is probably easier to get your hands on, but there are better options. For both business simulators and sex simulators.
Okay.
I'm not going to label any, so you'll have to find out any yourself.
Okay, please, no, not on the tack and the power of Juju playthrough. You're
No,
gonna
I'm
tell
not
me
going
we're
to.
do that?
I mean, we brought up the subject of Playboy the Mansion.
Wait a sec, burial ground. Okay, I just got the idol thing, So now I can go put the idol doodad on the shrine to summon the Juju. I can't remember where the shrine was.
Listen, man, you're the one who brought up the 6-minute game with Sanchez.
Did I? Oh, yeah, I was like, did I? That doesn't sound like me. Oh, right. Yeah, because I was talking about getting my first game that I probably shouldn't have had.
It's funny how San Andreas got all the crap for that.
By the way,
but
that's mad shout out to my sister Galen.
yeah,
I don't think any of my family actually knows that I do this, but if you ever come across this episode, that was a really cool thing of you to do for me.
Can I just point this out? Why did Play by the Mansion not get the A+, like adults only rating with San Andreas was about to
it
do
is
it?
actually, there is something to be said about that topic you just mentioned.
Because you actually do the same thing. And I'm pretty sure in San Andreas there's actual no nudity other than topless girls too.
Oh wow, there was a sign that
Maybe
said
I'm wrong.
Jabulba's Hut, by the way.
No, I'm not, because they didn't model that stuff.
No, Jesse, there was a sign that said this way to Jabulba's Hut.
Then do it.
Like, I was lost. No, I was lost. I figured it out now.
Yeah, I figured there was.
Yeah, there was a big sign. It was,
Anyways,
also,
so San Andreas didn't actually have any nudity other than topless women. Same thing.
yeah.
Does Playboy. So why did Playboy not get the hardcore adults only rating that San Andreas did?
I feel like it was
It's-
more to do
you know
with
why?
political...
It's because it was San Andreas.
Yeah, I was going to say, it has more to do with politics than it has to do with the...
But yeah, I was gonna say Playboy the Mansion is literally what those parents are afraid of. But I guess they just didn't care because it didn't get clicks like what clicks.
This
reads
is also
like
the
San
difference.
Andreas.
Let's also be clear, man. Like, the difference between, let's say, Playboy, the video game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the difference...
There is
between-
no violence in that game, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it
There's
doesn't
no
have to
drugs
do
or
with
violence.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do with gang violence or these little turds. Okay, well, this is actually gonna have to be the end of this episode. Next time we play this, we'll go to the shrine and figure this out. But for the time being, we have to stop. So anyway, thank you for joining us.
But I'm not done talking about Playboy. No,
Join us in the next episode, where if we remember in a few weeks to talk about Playboy, I guess that's...
I don't know. I don't think we really have anything to say. You're right though. It's just politics.
Yeah, it is politics.
That really is the answer. It's because GTA was the controversial game, and so therefore it was in the public mind.
It's a Mortal Kombat argument about the ESRB.
Yeah.
Anyway, take it easy, everybody. Have a wonderful day,
Bye.
and have a great week. Bye-bye.